It's time to wake up, Bills fans. We've got some Buffalo football today. After a utterly disappointing loss against the Texans in Week 12, the Buffalo Bills are back on the road with an in-conference matchup with the 6-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. This game may not have seemed as big when the season started, but it is extremely crucial now for both teams. Buffalo is on the verge of being on the outside looking in with the playoff picture, while the Steelers have let the AFC North slip away from them. The loser of this game could really set themselves up to miss the playoffs down the stretch. At this point, it's hard to picture the Bills making a run for the AFC East. Right now, the focus should just be to make the playoffs, and if they lose this game, there's a chance that they will be out of the playoff picture going into December. While fans get prepared for this AFC showdown, here is info that fans should be aware of as kickoff approaches per the Buffalo Bills PR team. Important game info for Bills vs. Steelers. TV channel and time: CBS, 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Play-by-play: Jim Nantz. Color analyst: Tony Romo. Sideline reporter: Tracy Wolfson. This game will also be featured on WGR 550 with Chris Brown, Eric Wood, and Sal Capaccio. It can also be listened to on SiriusXM 380 and on ESPN Radio with Steve Levy, Sal Paolantonio, and Courtney Cronin. Mini history for Bills vs. Steelers. Going back to 1970, the Steelers lead the Bills in their all-time series, 17-13, but both teams are 2-2 against each other in the postseason, per Pro Football Reference. The last time these two teams met was in the wild card in 2023-2024, where the Bills beat a Mason Rudolph-led Steelers team, 31-17. Since the start of the century, the Bills are 4-7 against the Steelers. 3 of their wins were by double-digit points. It's been 4 years since the Steelers beat the Bills. In Buffalo's home opener back in 2021, the Bills were leading the Steelers 10-6 going into the fourth quarter, and the Steelers outscored Buffalo 17-6 to win 23-16. Kickoff from Acrisure Stadium is at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this could become the best game of the week that turns into a major heartbreak for one of these teams. Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen helped bully his way to a victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday, but the game may have brought some bad news for his own career accolades. The Bills were in desperate need of a win when they traveled to Pittsburgh, with the other wild-card contenders all winning on Sunday and the New England Patriots still several games ahead. The Bills delivered with a 26-7 victory, pulling away thanks to a strong defensive effort and 2 touchdowns from Allen. Despite the strong performance, Allen may have fallen out of the running for a big career accomplishment, which instead appears to be going to a chief division rival. Josh Allen's dwindling MVP hopes. Allen's chances of repeating as league MVP appear to be sinking fast, with his odds dropping him down and well out of the lead. As The Athletic's Hannah Van Biber noted, Allen fell to 5th place and is well behind the leaders. New England Patriots quarterback Drake May has pulled into the lead, just ahead of Los Angeles Rams signal caller Matthew Stafford. At -120, May is now better than a 50-50 favorite to win MVP, with Stafford dropping to +115, 46% implied chance of winning from his preferred spot last week at -235, implied odds of over 70%, Van Biber wrote. Van Biber added that Allen is dropping along with some other AFC rivals who came into the season as favorites to add another MVP trophy to their resumes. With preseason favorites Patrick Mahomes, +10,000, Josh Allen, +2,500, and Lamar Jackson, +30,000, falling each week, the 2 stable favorites since mid-November seem to have only each other to compete against on the odds board, Van Biber wrote. Stafford leads the league in touchdowns, 32, and May leads in yards, 3,412. There is still time for the dynamics of the race to change, but New England's march toward the number 1 overall seed could keep May in the lead, and Buffalo's track toward a wild card could prevent Allen from making a move. The Bills would likely need to win out in order to win their 6th straight division title, while also getting some help from one of their other division rivals to beat the Patriots. Josh Allen made history in Sunday's win. Though Allen may not have a chance to repeat as league MVP, he is still knocking down league records along the way this season. In Sunday's win, He had a bruising touchdown run in the third quarter that saw him bullying his way through the heart of Pittsburgh's defense. As NFL.com's Grant Gordon noted, the score put Allen atop the record books. Allen's 8-yard rushing score in the fourth quarter of the Buffalo Bills' 26-7 win over the Pittsburgh Steelers was the 76th of his career, breaking a tie with Cam Newton for the most rushing TDs by a quarterback in NFL history, Gordon wrote. The Bills finished the game with 249 rushing yards, setting the record for a visiting team in Pittsburgh. Allen had 38 of those yards, though the Steelers mostly kept the passing game in check. Allen completed 15 of 23 passes for 123 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. The Steelers have been struggling lately, losing 3 of their last 4 games, including a stinker at home against the Bills last Sunday. They have lost their lead in the AFC North, and their fans are growing restless as they were recently heard chanting for head coach Mike Tomlin to lose his job. Former Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger had a lot of success under Tomlin as the two won a Super Bowl together back in 2009. This week, the future Hall of Famer weighed in on the state of the Steelers and whether the team and Tomlin should break up, saying it could be time for Pittsburgh to clean house. Not only did Roethlisberger suggest Tomlin's days as the Steelers' head coach could be coming to an end, but he also threw out a surprising suggestion for Tomlin's next gig, head coach of the Penn State Nittany Lions. It's being talked about around here a lot. Maybe it's a clean house time. Maybe it's time, Roethlisberger said on his podcast, Footballin' with Ben Roethlisberger. I like Coach Tomlin. I have a lot of respect for Coach Tomlin. But maybe it's best for him, too. Maybe a fresh start for him is what's best. Whether that's in the pros, maybe go be Penn State's head coach. You know what he would do in Penn State? He would probably go win national championships. Because he's a great recruiter. Penn State is still looking for its next head coach after firing James Franklin during the season. The Nittany Lions have since failed to lure in some big names, and the program's search has become a bit of a mess. While the chances of Tomlin leaving the Steelers for Penn State seem slim, it is an interesting idea from Roethlisberger. Here he is talking about that on his podcast. Big Ben on Mike Tomlin. Maybe it's a clean house time, and I like Coach Tomlin. I have a lot of respect for Coach Tomlin. Maybe it's best for him too. Maybe a fresh start for him is what's best. #Steelers. Movie camera footballin' with Ben Roethlisberger. Matthew Lucio. Ben Roethlisberger on how the Steelers and Mike Tomlin should break up. Roethlisberger spoke more about the state of the Steelers and what a possible exit by Tomlin could look like. Here's what you don't do. You don't fire a guy like Coach Tomlin, Roethlisberger said. He's a Hall of Fame head coach. He's respected. What you do is you come to an understanding and agreement, and it's like, hey, listen, I think it's probably best for both of us. You go, hey, coach, listen, it's probably best for all parties involved. Let's start over. It happened with Chuck Noll. It happened with Coach Cowher. Coach Tomlin's been here a long time. You'd give him a statute, whatever you've got to do, because he deserves it, he's earned it. But it's time to find that next guy. Who's that next guy that could be here for the next 20 years? Tomlin has had a very impressive 19-year run with the Steelers. Hearing Roethlisberger saying it's time for the franchise to make some big moves and that they need to find that next guy to take over as head coach is a bit surprising, but it shows just how tough things seem to be getting for one of the most storied franchises in the NFL. It will be interesting to see how things play out for Tomlin and the Steelers, who are 6-6 and tied with the Ravens in the AFC North. Pittsburgh and the Baltimore will renew their rivalry this Sunday in what is suddenly feeling like a must-win game for the Steelers.